Yes.
See the progression of time right here.
With a
mop. It's been about 4 months. A lot of shit's happened.
Yeah, we recorded really early on the first 2 episodes.
Including the Netflix show
Don't Fuck with Cats.
Yes. And I watched it, got very, very drunk, speaking of which.
Oh no.
Not the shot glass.
Hey now.
Yes.
Hey, here
I need something.
Mind lubrication.
we go. Mind lubrication.
Mind lubricant, that's what it is. That's
Yes,
what
yes.
Sean's always said. So we're going to try this time to keep it closer to like 30 minutes.
Yes.
So,
We're gonna
shall
try.
shall we then?
Just dive right in.
So, for the show, let's just kind of do a brief overview. We'll get into detail on the pod.
Yes.
Sounds fair.
Yes.
Okay. What did you guys think? And by the way, I put in my notes at some point, I do not want to say this guy's name at any point. So if we're going to call him anything, call him KK, short for Kitten Killer. So, what did you guys think of this fuckwad?
Yeah, that's about it.
He's a fuckwad. His mom pissed me off.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I hated that woman. There's not a lot of people I hate in this
Like,
world.
I didn't think I could hate anybody more than the dude that did it, but like she comes
She took
close.
that candle.
Yeah, like at first I was like, oh, I feel so sorry for this mom. Her son did all this bad stuff. And then she like...
Then she had her 15 minutes of fame.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No.
There was literally a point in the first episode on my notes, which you can't see on the camera, but there's a lot of them.
Yes, there is.
He's got a lot of notes for every episode.
And most of them say fuck this guy.
Yes.
But like 3/4 of the way through the first episode it says, okay, I was trying... Let me actually try to find this, and if I can't, I will just go off the top of my memory. Okay, it says, I'm trying to keep a clear head watching this, but this is the time I'm needing alcohol. I'm going to start drinking wine now.
Yes.
Yes.
And I went through probably like 6 cups. And I binged the whole show in one night, which I've watched it twice now.
We started it, and everything. We were eating, and she was like, "Yeah, nope."
I got to a point that I couldn't do it anymore.
What kind of person does that?
Right.
And like another point that I put in my notes, and this is for a later episode. I said I feel sorry for feeling this way, but did you get to the point where he actually like started killing people?
Yeah.
Yes.
I put in my notes. I was like, I feel sorry that I feel this way, but I don't feel as bad about the person. It is very important. Like, he's a very important figure, and his name should never be forgotten.
Right.
Right.
I believe his name was Jun Lim.
Yes.
Yes.
But I don't. Maybe it's just the way my brain's wired. I didn't feel as bad about him as I did for the animals. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if I was the only one. If I was
No.
just a heartless monster.
No, I think it's just humans in general. Animals are more valuable to us than people.
They're also and
We're all a bunch of introverts.
Yes.
If you look through my notes, I think I even point out, I'm like, literally, these are animals that rely upon us, that like they look to us for so much,
Right.
Right.
and like in that instant, all of their trust was betrayed.
Yes.
Like that's the worst part of it.
Because it wasn't even like adult animals. Like there was kittens
puppies
and
and
there was a
kittens.
puppy
Yeah.
and
Which I figure, actually, we just kind of jumped into it a little too fast. I'm thinking maybe we should go a little slower. What this is. This asshole that is kind of the star of this whole documentary thing is a 4-episode mini documentary on Netflix. It is, I'm glad we're not recording on my phone. My phone is vibrating.
but it won't stay plugged in.
No, it won't do that, because why would it? But it is mainly centered around this group of people who basically come together through Facebook. They found this video of this dude who
Yes.
vacuum sealed 2 kittens in a bag and watched them suffocate to death. And the whole internet blew up, and they were like, let's find this fucker. And this group of people actually went to find this fucker.
And then they had to make a smaller group
because
trusted people. Because the dude infiltrated the group.
Yes.
And so they, that was his main goal, is he wanted attention. That's why I don't want to say his name.
Yeah.
Right.
And so he goes on, and then he kills another cat, I believe. He drowns the next one.
Yes.
And films it and puts it up, and he keeps putting clues throughout all these things saying...
He wants to be found. He wants to be known.
He wants the chase.
He wants the attention.
And then the next one, he brings a cat out. Well, actually, with the one that... he drowned, he brings the corpses of the two that were vacuum sealed and starts playing
with them. Yeah.
Then the next one, he brings out, and he's loving on the cat, and then a python comes out.
He hid the python on the bed.
He had the python underneath the pillows on the bed.
But it was hard to see because of the quality of the video.
Right.
But then when you notice it's there, and then it lashes out, and
he's like loving on the cat, and then he puts it down, and then...
Mm-hmm. And I put in my notes, the python is doing what the python would do. I'm not blaming...
That's nature.
No. Python's doing what a python would do.
But I wonder, what happened to the python?
Right.
This is another animal. You think he's just gonna let it go?
Right.
I don't think that python.
He probably starved it to the point that it was gonna go after the cat.
And then
in the first place,
and then he probably killed it.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Probably.
And then at that point, since he was getting more and more and more and more and more attention, he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna kill a person." Goes out and lures this dude in with a promise of sex.
It's a Craigslist ad that
he went on Craigslist.
Yeah. And basically promises sex, and then this dude comes over, he drugs him, kills him, dismembers him. There's a dog you can hear in the background, and then later on when they find the body in the trash,
they find the dog with him.
They found the puppy with him. But see, they didn't find the whole body.
No, just his head, his hands, and his feet weren't there with the rest of the body.
But he was chopped up into pieces. Like, his torso was in the suitcase.
Yeah, he put all the pieces in a suitcase and a couple of trash bags. And you can see him on tape walking out of the building that morning with the suitcase.
And
with the dude's shirt on.
Yeah.
Like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, this dude is he's way too confident. But that's basically the overview of this asshole.
Yes.
When I first watched it, we were meeting up to do something. We were having issues recording the first two episodes, and we were meeting up. You guys walked in on me, and I was very drunk, and I was like, I fucking hate this guy.
we were like, whoa, hold up. What's going on?
Guy? And then that's
That's
when I was like, this is their next episode. And here we are.
Yeah.
I mean...
So I know you guys said that you had to stop at some point. How far did you get?
We got through...
the investigation.
We got all the way to started episode 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
The foot or something had been sent.
The foot got sent.
It was sent to basically the government.
Yeah, it was sent to the government.
I don't understand Canadian government. I'm sorry. I
right.
barely understand.
It got sent to one of their big government.
One of the big head honcho
guys.
Yeah. Justin Trudeau was one of them, and he's like the prime minister now.
Yes, I think that's what it was.
I don't know if he was at the time. He is now, though.
No, it was sent to the prime minister.
It got sent to,
But I'm just saying, Justin Trudeau was in there. I don't know if he was prime minister at the time.
I don't think he was.
But he was one of the people that commented on it. So, you guys didn't get to him getting caught then?
No.
Okay. That is very... It feels
satisfying.
It feels good. It feels so fucking good. You know how he got caught?
How?
Was by looking himself up.
What?
His own, he could not stay away from his own vanity is how he got caught. He was in France and had evaded the French police for a good amount of time. He went to a hotel, booked a room, and the police showed up, and they were like, we're looking for this guy. Yeah, he booked a room. They go to the room. He's not in the room. He booked the room and didn't stay there to intentionally mislead the police.
Right.
And then he goes to an internet cafe and asks to go. The guy that runs the internet cafe had literally just seen this asshole's picture and was just like, holy shit, he's standing right in front of me. And so he goes and he takes him to one of the computers, and sits him down. He's like, if you ever need anything, just let me know. And he starts walking around and acting like he's picking up trash out of the trash bins. I'm about to take the trash out. He's actually looking over his shoulder the whole time, and he sees he's looking up Interpol and looking up his own name.
Wow.
So he now knows that this asshole is who he thinks he is, and he calls the police. Basically the French SWAT team.
Yes.
Show up, swarm the place, and pull him out in handcuffs. And he looks like the most spoiled, rotten fucking little brat you've ever seen. And it is glorious to watch him get everything he deserved. Like, he looks like he's like, this is impossible. I couldn't get caught. Like,
But here you are in handcuffs.
But, I don't understand how. Okay, we play monsters.
Yes.
I can't even imagine playing a character that would even think of doing something like this.
Now, we talk about tearing people into pieces at
Not
all the
animals.
times, but never animals.
The only animals we've ever talked about tearing into pieces is like deer and stuff.
Right.
Survival, like
Wild
food animals.
Right.
Yeah, not things that actually look up to you.
Right.
No, we talk about our pack animals, like our dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
But we don't, no. Like, wild game. That's it.
It's just, that was the main reason I wanted to talk about this, is somebody who's like, what the fuck?
Right.
The fuck kind of shit is going through your head for this?
And like, and you heard about Manny, right? Like, you got to that point where his mom started talking about Manny?
I don't think so.
Holy fucking shit, we got a whole new topic. Because this dude, he is, I would never say he's a genius, but he's smart. He had come up with an alibi years before he killed any animals. Years. So, the reason his mom thinks that he's not done anything wrong...
A saint?
Yeah, is...
Crazy woman.
Yeah. The reason she says this is because he had told her that he had started escorting people around as sex worker. And one of his clients had become a bit more than a client and is basically holding him hostage and making him do things he doesn't want to do. His name was Manny Lopez, which sounds like the most stereotypical Mexican name you can think of.
Yeah.
Right?
And he had a whole bunch of people believing him. He sent pictures of himself getting beaten up, like the bruises afterwards. He sent pictures of that to his therapist. His therapist believed him. And then, after everything was said and done, and they started doing more research, they were like, this Manny Lopez dude is based off of a movie character. As most of the stuff that he was doing was based off of like movies and stuff like that. He kept mimicking movies.
An old article.
And that's when they realized Manny wasn't real.
Right.
His mom still believes that Manny is real. And
of course she does.
She's a nut.
And he said that he would watch him and like give him instructions from like a car outside on what to do with the body and all that when it was Junlin. And none of it adds up. Like, there's nothing that indicates Manny Lopez exists. And he holds that alibi the whole time. His mom keeps saying, you guys are looking for the wrong people, you need to find Manny.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't watched this in a few weeks. I'm getting worked up.
Okay, let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
So, when they first find out his name,
Yes.
there is like hundreds of
Fan pages.
That are all done by him.
Yes.
that he made up himself.
Yeah. He started rumors about himself as well.
with like murderers.
Yeah, and just to be like, oh, I'm not associated with that person at all, but you
Just
made
to
the
get the
rumor.
publicity.
Yeah. Like, he was not a famous person at all. He literally was his only fan, and people noticed him because he was his only fan.
Yeah, because he made up these hundreds of fake
Yeah.
fan pages to get noticed, and then he made up these
Fake accounts
ridiculous accounts to get into their Facebook group.
Yeah.
He got interviewed for the Sun or whatever it was.
I didn't know that.
The Canadian article, the news
I didn't
place.
look that up.
That was in the first episode.
Yeah.
Oh.
They interviewed him about...
I thought you meant he got interviewed after he got put in
No,
whenever he made up the story about
the murderer chick.
The murderer lady.
Yeah.
About them dating.
Or whatever.
Like, and he was like, I have no association with... Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like... Dude, everybody can tell you made this story up.
Right.
And, like, half of the fake accounts that he made were based off of, like, murders.
Right.
And,
Murders or other...
or, like, movie properties.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, the ones that had the same names as some of the serial killers or the victims of serial killers of past cases.
Yep. And they would have the photo of the person.
Yeah.
It was like... Once you figured out his algorithm, you knew when he was popping up. Like, they even... Okay, let's take a moment to address this Facebook group. They are fucking brilliant.
They are amazing.
They were... They literally... They're not trained to do this at all. And they went through and they even found out how he typed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
To find... like how they found the Craigslist article was they realized that he always types space, comma, space.
Yes.
Yes.
So they found space, comma, space. And there was a few other things that he always typed
Right.
wrong.
Sexy guy.
Sexy guy, hot guy.
He misspelled something all the time. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
And that's how they found him. Like, these people are fucking brilliant. And they used Google Maps as a way to traverse the world and find him.
And they spent hours
the one lady
going through streets on streets on streets
to find photos
to find where he was.
Just one staircase.
Yeah, the lady, the vacuum that was in the background of the first video.
She tracked the vacuum down.
She tracked the vacuum down through another group on the internet. They just talk about vacuums.
They just talk about vacuums.
Who fucking talks about vacuum?
And how to do this, fix this vacuum, where to find this vacuum, and they were like
trading parts and stuff.
Mm-hmm. They were like,
put a
this is
picture
what
up.
it is.
Yeah, put a picture up.
There's a group for everything.
Right.
I want to find a group about mirrors.
Yes. just two.
mirrors.
But like,
this Facebook group is phenomenal because they found out who it was and where he was at a certain point in time when he committed this first horrible act against these kittens. Like,
way before the police.
Way before the police.
The fact that they called the police over
and they
there.
didn't believe them.
And they didn't believe them.
I'm upset by that, but I do understand.
Like a generic.
Yeah, you're like, who are they to believe just this random Facebook group?
Right.
I understand it.
Right.
It's still dumb. They probably all regret it by now.
I hope so.
I wanted to point out how fantastic this group was because throughout the whole, and I don't know if you guys got to see this, but throughout every time we saw KK's mom, she was always like, these people are fucking crazy for trying to track down my son and just using this and that, and they're not police. And like, well, they fucking did the police job.
Did it.
They did it better than the police did.
Right.
And your son did it, so sorry.
Sorry about you.
Yeah, he's guilty as fuck.
Yeah.
But that's the main reason I wanted to point out how fucking fantastic they are, because they got slammed by this woman and they did not deserve it, because her son's a piece of trash, and she is, by extension,
by
a
association,
piece of trash, unless she renounces her evil ways.
Right. You know what really bothers me about this dude? Is it the video that went up of the ladies, the casino that she works at.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Yeah.
Like he tracked her down, and yeah.
Like he was making a game out of it.
Oh, he was.
Well, you can track me, I can track you too.
Yeah, can you imagine how fucking terrible that would be to go to work and like I don't know if I've talked about
she had to go
this.
to work and explain this to her bosses.
Like I can't imagine. I don't know if I've mentioned this yet. I've gone through many a job since I've been on this show. When we first started this show, I think I was starting to work for Walmart.
Oh, God.
Now I work for a doggy daycare. I still work for Feeder Supply. But I cannot imagine having to go to my boss at the daycare and being like, hey, all the dogs are in danger.
I would be absolutely petrified.
Right.
Yeah, like, we'd have to lock down the whole building, and I would feel terrible because that's all me at that point. And
Right.
it's not my fault, but I'm the cause.
Right.
I would feel terrible. Like, it would arguably be worse because I work for a doggy daycare.
Right.
In this situation, exactly, if it was this dude, it'd be like 20 times worse.
Yeah, he'd just make a video of all of them in there. And
Right.
ooh, if he did that,
Oh.
I'm killing a dude. Like,
Or even at Feeder Supply. Like,
yeah, but arguably, the reason I mentioned the doggy daycare...
because they're somebody else's pets.
Well, they're somebody else's pets, but also I mentioned the doggy daycare because that's my main job. I'm
Right.
getting a little bit into my personal life there, but like that's my main job. I only work for feeders like 10 hours a week. I would still be concerned about feeders, and I would still tell
Do
my
not
boss.
sell this person anything.
But the impact would be much higher if we were at the daycare.
Right.
Luckily, she just worked at a casino. But that's still terrible to have
Right.
to tell your boss.
Yeah, what you're doing in your free time online.
Has
Yeah.
now made its way into...
And it's a high-class job.
Yes.
And so, like, hey, I hunt this dude online.
With this group of
And
people.
now he's hunting me, and he's been here. Sorry.
Yeah. I need to work from home.
I need to take a week or so off. I
need to disappear for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, most people are nowadays.
Right?
If this comes out at a point where hopefully all this is away, if you don't understand coronavirus, I am not as concerned about that. That's all I'm going to say about this for this
Right.
episode.
I'm not concerned.
No.
I have an autoimmune disease, and that's what it's targeting is people with autoimmune diseases and
Severe respiratory
respiratory problems, and I am not concerned in the least.
My thing is
I
if-
wash my hands like a normal person.
My thing is, if I die, I die. That's all we'll say.
No, what's worse about it is all the toilet paper that people are buying up. Like, what the fuck?
And why toilet paper? Are you gonna eat toilet paper?
Maybe we could
Like-
maybe we could clog that asshole up, like just
There
shove
we
it
go.
down his throat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make a video of him, put it on YouTube.
Aha, there we go.
Hand sanitizer and
Here's the hand sanitizer as lube.
Yes!
But before you do that, make like little razor marks so it burns more.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
This has gotten sadistic.
This has.
Okay, so second episode. Second episode was
Oh, I thought we were just covering all of it in general.
Yeah, I thought we were.
the dog,
Because we kind of jumped back and forth. I think that's where the dog happened.
or was that the third one?
Second episode opens with him killing a person. That's what I have right here. So
Yes.
that is where the dog dies.
Because you don't ever see the dog.
No, you
No.
don't.
In the episode, but you
But
hear
you
him.
hear it. It's like a calling card. for
You
him.
see the
Yes.
dog after the police find it.
Yeah.
They show you the picture of it
Yes.
in the bag.
And one of the things I was wondering as I was watching this for the second time, and I'm not blaming anybody here, but I'm curious, where is he getting these animals?
Craigslist.
True, they did bring that up.
Yes.
Okay, I was drunk at this point.
Right.
Other than Craigslist, where would he be getting these animals that people like?
Like, he couldn't go to a pet store. They would know.
Right.
At that point. If he just kept getting an animal, like, every fucking week, like, dude, what are you
doing with
Even
these
if it was a
animals?
different pet store, and if it was the same chain, they'd be like, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's not super common, and I can say this from experience being in a pet store. I don't work with the dog adoptions, but I know that they do talk to other adoption agencies if they have to. It's not super common, but they do
Right.
it. So, like, if there's somebody around who's a known animal abuser, they will contact every other animal site around and say, hey, this dude, don't give him a dog. So,
Right.
he couldn't, like, if they had any wind of him doing this to these animals, they would have stopped him.
Right.
Right.
Because see that, like, he put the ad up on Craigslist for a human. That's probably where he was getting all these animals in the first place.
Well, I think they did find Craigslist articles of him looking for dogs.
Yes.
I forgot about that until we just now mentioned it.
It was the kittens. I think he went and found one for the dog, where someone was like,
He
this
had
dog needs
to.
a home.
Yeah, I just looked at here, and they found a dead puppy.
And they found it in puppy.
Like, and one of the things, like, there's
Like, it wasn't bad enough that you killed a human, like,
you had to kill a puppy.
you had to kill a puppy too.
Like, this is one of one of my ranting notes on here, and there's a lot of them, but I thought this was, like, I went off on this one. It's
Fuck
like,
this guy.
There was many fuck this guys in here. It goes, I said, this fucker genuinely believes that he's going to be the next infamous big-name serial killer with the packages to the government and the poem, roses red, violets blue, police will need dental records to identify you, bitch. Assuming they're talking to Deanna.
Yes.
Like, and then this one, you can tell I'm drunk here because this is second episode and I'm drunk.
It was that bad.
I needed it. Like, I was gonna be way too pissed off. But it says, I know Deanna joins the hunt again, but honey, you're freaking fantastic.
Yes!
And those who go out of their way to do the right are never to be blamed for the monsters that do wrong.
Right.
So, I went on a rant through here, and we will get into those when we get to the podcast.
Yes.
But we are coming up on about 26 minutes, should we call it?
I think we should call it.
So, with that said, that is the BooTv episode of Don't Fuck with Cats. If you were wondering,
This guy did get caught, though.
well, we'll keep talking about it. He did get caught. If you were wondering, I was drinking a wonderful, deadly I Wish coffee. Yes, it is an Irish coffee that I designed specifically in mind for Death Wish coffee. I'm out.
Sadly.
But
He needs more.
I mean, that's what a kitten killer will do to you.
A lot.
But if I can, I might include a recipe on screen for it if you want to drink. Because I'm getting more sophisticated than beer nowadays.
Yes.
If you want to
He
continue...
actually tried Jameson.
If you want to continue the conversation with us, go ahead and join us on BooTalk.
Yes.
On the podcast. Or we'll be uploading it to YouTube. But if you don't decide to join us, then this will be where we... You're really going to just drop that?
No, I said it right here.
But if you decide not to join us on the podcast, then this is where we will bid you adieu. With that said, stay spooky, my friends.
Yes.
But I'm out.
Yeah.